Hello everyone, and welcome to the latest Worlds of ZZT livestream. I'm Dr. Doss, curator of the Museum of ZZT, and I will be your tour guide today for another episode of 24 Hours to Go, the series in which we've been taking a look at every 24 hours of ZZT game ever made. Currently, making our way through here on the Spring 2000 competition, where the topic was food. Happy ZZT Sunday to y'all. Welcome on in, everybody. Hope you're having a lovely Sunday so far. We gotta get our greets in. Say hello to Zin, who is already AFK, but that's okay. He'll be back. He promises. Marbles, Will, Darkman, and Tango. Tango here saying there's an entry that might be too cool to cover, and the funny thing is, it's actually doable. I was really surprised. Like, I had a long list of notes, but then I kind of realized that, like, as long as you just don't go to, like, the secret boards, it's actually not that difficult. Everything else is just like, yeah, get rid of, like, a single line that's a little too rude. But I'm fairly confident. It's on the wheel. We should be playing Hallucina. This version, at least. And I think we'll get the gist of it. I was very disappointed looking at the previous contest that it was also, like, super borderline, like, I might be able to get this in a good streamable state. So, you never know. I'm trying to cover as much as I can, at least. It's supposed to be every 24 hours of ZZT game ever made. I've at least gotten in the habit of making sure that I play them all off stream, even if I don't. So at least I know what they're all about and where they stand in my personal rankings here that we always do. But, you know, that's a matter of it coming up on the wheel or not. So let me actually head us over to that wheel so we can get started here. Let's see what games we're going to be playing today. As soon as I remember how everything works. No, that's supposed to... Yeah, there we go. That makes the wheel show up. Now we've got a wheel. Got a pretty decent number of games still on it. I did take off Will's and KKROS's because they're kind of regulars here. Honestly, we should probably make it... Well, let's start with something random. And then let's go out of our way to check out Will's game and Hallucina. And see if I have any regrets, or if I missed anything in the latter. Oh, can we get... I thought we were going to get very strict midweight boxer, too. It would have been the hat trick. Nope. Sorry, folks. We're off to Gay Denny's. Which, for some reason, was on the, I think, like, the first contest had something that was just called Gay Denny's, and all it was a song, and the song was very catchy. So I don't know what exactly is going to make this one different from that, if there's going to be more of a game here, or what. Let's see here. Gay Denny's is, okay, the big 6 number here. Guy Denny's. That's good. Alright, let's get into it here. I mean, they're going nuts. Oh, hang on. Oh, it's got me now. Gay Denny's does not disappoint. It's another verse? It's like that part. Rumored to be one of the very rare MIDI-to-play conversions. It's crammed with notes. It is not stopping. It is flirting with, like, the buffer limit. That was a treat. Can't go wrong with Gay Denny's, apparently. By NNY of ERI. That's Eagle Rock Interactive, of course. For the spring Y2K competition. This Denny's logo. Those are some rough letter ends, honestly. It looks like somebody's tried scratching out the sign. There was a tool never released. Dang. Do you have any idea who made that? That seems like a pretty technically impressive thing. I think Quantum did like a mod to ZZT thing, but like you had to like really filter out most of the tracks. Converted music by ear like a fool. Yeah, let the machine do it for you. Alright, let's see if there's a game attached to Gay Denny's this time. I bet they were so excited to see that the topic would let them do Gay Denny's again. I feel like NNY has consistently given us games that have a menu that look like this, and then you hit game and it's a like half board and then it's over. It might be another short one. Alright, well, we got the important stuff. We do get the list. I mean, if they're eating this much food, they must have spent time on it. Homemade baklava. It kicked so much ass and tasted so good and stuff. Tortilla chips, potato chips, Hershey's with almonds, a taste of flan, a taste of vanilla ice cream, a taste of a 7-layer cake that They had a busy day. Sorry, they made baklava and a 7-layer cake and a video game in 24 hours? I mean, I guess the cake might have been a little older. Black cherry buttercream, pistachio buttercream, cannoli cream with chocolate chips, coconut/coconut crunch, and fudge between the layers, and was covered in cookies and cream whipped topping. This is the most on-topic game yet. One cracked peppercorn potato bagel with onion and chive schmear from one of Elmo's bagel shops. I'm not familiar with Elmo's bagels, so I'm just going to imagine the Sesame Street character. Spinach and artichoke dip with tortilla chips. We already mentioned, was this a second serving of tortilla chips? Really good mushroom and artichoke soup. Really damn good. Braised lamb. What the heck? Why were you eating so good? This is decadent, is what this game is. What do they drink? Water? Sprite? Skunked beer? Okay, well, their beverages are not so good. Military grade bourbon and scotch. One pink panty pull down. One Montezuma's Revenge. One pile driver. Frankly, I'm surprised that any ZZTer in the year 2000 was old enough to drink. Is NNY European? Maybe that's the trick. One glass of Captain Morgan spiced rum and Captain Crunch cereal sitting together. That doesn't sound good at all. What happened here? Getting soggy, which I might add is really damn yeah. This game is going places, and we haven't even gotten to the game. Wine from a box. I'm beginning to call this into question. This is a lot of drinking. A bit of chocolate milkshake. What the heck is going on here? What is this game going to be? They just got sloshed and just banged out this incredible tune. Hey all. See? Okay, see? Now we're seeing the lack of time. Our credits. Locking his clothes and both keys in his car while he's half naked, and NY. Parallax titles. Aha, okay, so it is an existing song. Martin God Galway. Parallax title theme. I don't know what that is either. AC speaker reduction. Then you just missed the what I ate, what I drank of a lifetime. This person has had all the alcohol in the world and also like the finest desserts that they made. What is Gay Denny's? We have to find out. We must know. Yeah, okay, it's every single time, man. I don't know how much of this I can believe now. Due to emergency situations today and time constraints, this isn't going to be another one-screen game. There is no game, unfortunately, but enjoy the title screen music if you will. Wait, what happened there? There was some message before the error. It's not shocking given the state of all the baking and drinking. Can I time this? This is a menu screen thingy. Bob. 2 out of 6. Probably just toolkits. Actually, I'm a little lazier about boards that I know are off screen. No, it's just toolkits and blank boards. There's truly nothing else to see in this world. Hey, Gigaros, welcome on in. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna throw out the wheel today if we keep getting the authors of these games here. We should do this while we have this good opportunity. Especially after how quick this first game was. Alright, well, let's listen to the music again. Just for a little bit. It starts off not great. Like, at this point I was like, oh, this isn't a good song at all. Oh, then it starts kicking in. Hey, getting good. So once again, Gay Denny's manages to not disappoint, but also disappoint. I gotta look up this Parallax song after the stream. I gotta hear this in its intended form. Because it warbles a little bit there. But good adaptation. However you did it, while baking your baklava. I mean, the game's so good we played it twice. Alright. Cool. There may not have been much there, but I'm not disappointed with how this one started off. We need to get the scores here. What did the judges think of this? Were they as charmed by the music as I was, or was the lack of a game an issue? Uh-oh. I typed that number wrong. Six, 4, 7, 3, 8, 2, 0, 1. Now I know I got these all in here. Oh yeah, it is different here. It's 200 over on this side. Okay. That's strange. There we go. Okay, now we got our scores. Alright, judges were not happy. They did not care for the music. There was no game, says Gipface. I gave you 2.0 because the music rocked. R-A-W-K. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Gay Denny's, welcome on in. We're here for Gay Denny's. Happy ZZT Sunday. Except this music is nowhere near the kick-ass tune from Killing Time. You could do better, NNY. Dark Mage. Well, I just have to give it an extra point because the title is Gay Denny's. Too bad that was basically it. Kev-san, who I want to say did a bit of ZZT. No, I'm thinking Kev Carter. Is that the same Kev? Not to be confused with Kev. There were a lot of Kevs. But this might be a musically inclined person, hence the acknowledgement here. Wonderful music. NNY is amazing. Too bad this wasn't finished. 5.5. Doing some heavy lifting. It is Carter. Okay. Knight gives it a 1 out of 10. Says, arg, 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 arg. And Chuck gives it a 0. Says, here's a winner. Overall, 2.10. And 24th place, bottom of the barrel. Your music is good, but we are here for games first and foremost. I didn't realize how nicely centered in the scroll this little pop-up would be. I'm happy with that. Alright. Gay Denny's, everybody. If you're in town, be sure and make a stop. As I was saying, since we got so many of the authors of some of these games here, let's let's just ditch the wheel and get these games out of the way while we can have the authors here to reminisce about the glory days of the year 2000. So let's see, who's the lucky one? Alphabetically here. Or I guess this isn't alphabetically. Whatever this list of games is sorted by, if anything. We got Will's game is top on the list here. So let's do Will's next. Which is right here. You know, as long as I'm... I lost my cursor. As long as I'm prepping stuff. Let me write down this now, so we're ready to go. Alright. The first ZZT game with Mo contribution. It is... Ooh. A very musical day. Uki Desu? Another swell will 24 hours disease production. Taking no prisoners. It's a good tune. I can see why your email address is dancing. Alright, I think that means we are looping here. What's foo? How does this relate to food? Only one way to find out. Doris. Hello and welcome to another exciting 24 Hours of ZZT by Will, with BK ZZTs and other cheerful attitudes. First, a little FAQ. Title of this game is Foo. I know that the topic is food. This will be explained later. In case you're wondering, the title screen's Foo looks the way it does because it fell from a great distance. Don't drop the title screen. Alright, you're not kidding about the FAQ, I'm assuming, with the H? As per the traditions of the past, I provide the following info. Total working time, 6 hours, 34 minutes. What I ate, absolutely nothing. You didn't have any baklava? Who was involved? Me and Sam. What toolkits I used? See for yourself. Any music? I guess just the original compositions. Alright, well, we've got the essentials. Oh, I didn't rate Gay Denny. We'll do that after. It'll get good marks, don't you worry. Ah, the old passage bed. Ah, it doesn't have the Banana Quest breakdown. You wake up in your happy home, full of love and joy and peace to all your fellow man. Except you're not a man. Ah, the twist. You're a monkey. Okay, it is a twist. What the? I'm a monkey? That's right. You are a monkey. Good scroll. Anyway, you're awake because you left your TV on and now it's being annoying. You want to sleep more because it's Saturday and everyone knows monkeys don't work on Saturday. Better get up and switch it off. Got a nice little table here. I would assume the TV is the big thing, but what's the little thing? Dresser, yeah, but like, is this just an open drawer or is this... It's a phone. Understood. Thank you for clarifying. TV? Oh. The TV is only putting out some weird semi-static. Oh well, you might as well shut it off. Good static, actually. Got that lovely hiss. Oh, hang on. VeggieTales? What? The dry run for the eventual Sam/Mo/Will Banana Quest collaboration. That would do it. I mean, I'm definitely getting the vibe here. You try to turn off the TV, a news program comes on, but with an apple? I love the apple, man. You notice with some great interest that it is a picture of you that they're showing in the bottom left-hand corner, and the story is evidently about you. What? That's a picture of me? Yes, it's a picture of you. Now listen carefully. Story coming out of the Elizabethan jungles. The world's only monkey was caught on tape again. This time dodging enemy fire after sabotaging the Reds' perimeter defenses there. Or went on to show a clip from the video. Oh. Oh god. Terrifying. It's rough out there in that war. Once again, if anyone has information on who this monkey is and how he got here, we would all appreciate a call at the Monkey Hotline Help Center, 1-888-MONKEY. Or went on to talk about some more boring stuff, something about some toxic waste being dumped in California, and how it was turning the animals into mutants. Okay, so canonically this takes place the same day as Code Red. Nothing that interesting. And just a little bit, presumably south of the border. I'm assuming with that framing of North and South America, with Mexico right in the center there. You know, we're somewhere in that area. This is terrible. I know, you've always had recurring nightmares of exploding bananas, but now it's become a full-blown reality. Or is it? No matter how hard you try, you can't wake up. No amount of pinching makes the pain stop. If this is indeed an unreality, you're stuck with it. At least for now. The only question now is, what do? You call 1-888-MONKEY and figure out what they want? Do you dare step outside knowing full well that you're probably holed up in enemy territory, whoever the enemy is, and you may be shot at any moment, or even worse, banana bombed? Is this the gorillas.bass for? You can make that choice. Underneath the table on the right side is the trapdoor to the secret exit, or you can use the phone and dial M for monkey. A lot of blank lines here. Hang on, this is deliberate. I'm special. Thanks. What should we do? Any thoughts on this? Should we dial that magic number, or should we take the secret exit? We've got two options here. I want to be quick about it, so like first come, first served is what I'm doing here. Telephone or trapdoor? Where's the audience participation at? You're killing me, folks. Nobody can decide. Fair enough. I'm gonna call the Monkey Hotline. I get rewarded with some good art. Pick up the phone with your prehensile tail and dial the number. Really monkey, how may I help you? Eek eek. Excuse me? We're 3D talking here. Eek eek eek. Are you the monkey? Wait, don't answer that. We're tracing your line right now. Eek. Hey, Char Bomber, you're just in time for Will's monkey game here. They're gonna airlift me. Eek. I'm surprised we didn't have a banana phone. Oh wow, they're already here. Soon, sooner than you might think anyway, the helicopter comes down to rescue you. They drop a ladder through the hole you have in your roof. You don't know how it got there. You climb out and are helped into the copter by a bunch of green apples. Here they are. You alright? Good. Looks like we finally got the monkey we all know and love by now. Alright, as long as they like us. Everything okay? Good. I'm gonna go and sit by the E-pilot. Just tell me if you need anything. Alright, why do the apples love me so much? Also, this is quite a helicopter shape you got going here. The E-pilot, unless you think it might be fun to crash and die, I suggest you don't disturb. Oh, buddy, you don't know who's playing this game. Come on. How many? There. Hey, look at that. We even hit the ground. Absolutely worth it. Thank you for including all the essentials in your game. Can I help you? Eek. Alright then. I don't know what else to do. I can talk to these guys. I can crash and die. I don't know if there's supposed to be more. No passages, no exits, actually, now that I'm looking at this on the side. I think this might actually be it. I think the only thing we can do is disturb the pilot until we die. It seems like it's our only option. There's not going to be any exits, so... yeah, I'm just gonna go with that. We crash into... oh, now there's pass. Wait. Oh, are you doing the thing that apparently you seem to like to do in this era? Where you hide passages, you just let the player go to the title screen? Am I supposed to actually, like, wait to land? Because that seemed to happen not when I crashed, but, like, when I let it endgame for a little bit. Yes. Okay, long flight. No, we don't want that max speed. I want to be able to read that text. Let's just hurry things along in this helicopter. This may be the longest ZZT flight. That American Spy game I played recently had one that took its good sweet time, but this may beat that. Looks like we're here. Okay. Glad we waited for it. Yeah. So we do the title screen, because that's the only passage destination you can just produce. Then we're here at the President's address. So as President of the Green People, I award you this Medal of Honor for meritorious actions for the preservation of our way of life. Yay. You live out the rest of your life in relative peace, happiness, and fame. You're never sure just how you got here, or why, but after a while you don't care. You like being world famous. Now on to the Temple of the Missing D. Indeed. Yes, indeed. The Temple of the Missing D? Oh, right, because it's just called Foo and not food. So we are missing a D. Oh, okay. As long as we go to McDonald's, it's... there we go. That's nice and applicable to the topic. I mean, there were apples. Wait, that's the missing D? What a cop-out. No, it's not. It's all part of the plot. Yeah, right. Anyway, they bring you to the holy place, where they worship the missing D, and you live happily ever after. Yeah, McDonald's. A real Zardos of an ending. Thanks for playing my game. Cute. Hey, 10,000 points for a job well done. Alright, well let's check out the other path. Which I'm realizing saving will not be helpful for. Yeah. Ah. this part. I'm surprised I don't remember this one. I feel like this art should have stood out to me. And for speedrunning. Like the idea that I wouldn't remember this? So welcome on in. Alright, so we're not going to call the monkey hotline this time. We're going to escape. I believe it said somewhere in the table. Aha, okay. So here we were happy to just hide in an invisible passage. Oh, it's dark down here. After a short drop from the trapdoor, you find yourself in a cavern dug in the rock. We're not really sure why these rocks look as goodness. And we're not really sure why these rocks look as though they've been dropped from a great distance. Yeah, that copycat was a one-time bizarre cameo. He said if he was going to continue drawing full-screen ZZT graphics, he insisted on having access to diagonals. Could have taken the Kraken font approach and just, like, replaced sliders and stuff with some diagonals for, like, exactly that, I think. Or no, that was just to... That was for half blocks. Which, now that I'm saying this, is like, yeah, that's kind of diagonals. That's natural diagonals versus, like, actually editing characters into a diagonal slope. Anywho. Have fun, monkey boy. This looks like it's going to be more action-oriented, assuming this thing gives me some ammo. There's going to be some battling. The secret technique. Whoa, okay. Oh, this is going to be a bad fall if I'm immediately plummeting like this. Uh-oh. Evil fruit? Suddenly, you're attacked by a bunch of red apples carrying clubs. Monkeys don't like clubs, but you're tough and prepared to save. My turn. This is my RPG battle. Controls are like so. Attack and change weapon. It takes 35 ammo to use a bomb, and 1 to attack. Ammo bomb. Go. Oh, I'm getting critted. Twice? I guess people want to RPG battle apples. I think one more of these will take this apple out. Juiced them. How much damage? Oop. Oh, I wasted my turn. I pressed up to switch to normal, but that just made me attack target 1, who's already dead. I regret this. I want to try a normal attack. How much health do I have? Oh, okay, a crit is only 2 damage, so I think I'm probably still going to win the damage race at this point. Rather unfortunate that I wasted that much ammo. There ends up being some more traditional combat afterwards. I may regret things. Alright. It was fun when the bomb made the apple explode, but otherwise this is a bit more on the tedious side of ZZT RPGs. Very static. Is this health not going down? Oh, because it keeps defaulting to slot 1. I'm just wasting my turn. It resets the target, even though target 1 is dead. Okay, I did this very bad. Can I cheat some ammo bombs in and save the day? Maybe. I think that'll still be enough, because this'll... gonna be down to the wire now, assuming I actually remember to set my target right. I like the apple explosions. The rest of it... having to pick the target like this every time, that's rough. There you go, cheating one more bomb. Wow. Yeah, just enough. Just the right level of stupid for cheating to still work. Yay, applesauce. Uh-oh, are there more of them? You walk a long time down these tunnels in the rock until you come to a light. The light is shaped like the letter D. There are tons of reds here, but nobody seems armed. They're all just hanging around that D. Okay, so the two halves kind of connect. Except for one. It's an orangutan. And it has a tuba. Are we gonna get some tuba music? They look like they're gonna bust out the Mission Impossible theme any second now. Not Mr. Scruthers. Oh man, please don't be Mr. Scruthers. Enter here. You got it, man. Yeah. Boy, I wish I saved... would this be doable with the amount of ammo you're actually given? This seems like a lot of health for this guy. I don't even have enough for... I don't know if this is winnable under normal circumstances. They only had enough ammo for like 3 bombs? Maybe just 2 even? Is there a secret where you get more ammo? Because there's just no way I'd win this damage race. Oh, okay, you've thought of everything. Suddenly you realize that no matter what, there's no way for you to win here. And you start to sing. And the orangutan begins to play his tuba along with you. And the apples sing too. Why can't we be friends? The end. A bit of a gamble, but... well, the D ending. That's the missing D. Nope, it's all part of the plot. They bring you to the holy place where they worship the missing D, and you live happily ever after. Wild. Do I still get my 10,000 points? I got a higher score. That's interesting. Did you run out of hours after 6? That final battle seemed kind of abrupt with how that got handled. I don't know if it was a deliberate thing done for laughs, or if it was a carve out to be able to have a finished game. Well, what did the judges think? Cut for time. So it goes. Skipface says, huh? I don't understand the plot at all. You willingly go on the Apple's copter, and then they hail you and it's game over? What? The wait to land was also too long. Sign up next time also. That's another thing. This is like an illegitimate entry. You did not sign up formally for the event. You just submitted a game. Dark Mage gives it a 6 out of 10. Some of the graphics were especially good, and the storyline was okay. I tend to do that and I get castigated for it every time. The also King in Yellow Borders. Have here, pretty groovy game. Nice graphics and music. I enjoyed them. Plot left a little to be desired. Good job though. 6.3 out of 10. Knight says, really strange, but sort of cool. 7 out of 10. Chuck says, nice job. 7 out of 10. Overall, 6.4 out of 10. 12th place. Pretty good for somebody who didn't even sign up. Uh-huh. Well, that's a fun message, I'm sure. Right. Well, let's actually remember to rate these games this time. And head over to the tier list. Slowly but surely. Well, technically, but that's the bad crop. I'm using browser sources. Tier list. There we go. Okay. So first of all, Gay Denny's. We can't forget Gay Denny's. Didn't have a game. Had a good song. Has honestly one of the most engaging what I ate, what I drank, what I listened to kind of things that I've seen. It's the first time I've like truly questioned whether it's real or not. Didn't outstay its welcome. I mean, yeah, I'm willing to put it in C, despite that. Despite how little is actually there, but like, I'll give it a C sharp. Is what I will do with that one. You can't go wrong with Gay Denny's, but you will want something more afterwards. As for Foo is got some good art, got a long helicopter ride, and the RPG engine was not the best. Where does that put it? Wasn't particularly horrible or nothing. Is it better than Feed Me? Yeah, because Feed Me you can't even actually win, really. And it's certainly better than Fatso, because I didn't have to eat dog poop. So I think that's a sensible enough spot for it here. Classic dungeon crawl with the abrupt ending. The RPG battle with the abrupt ending. I think that's reasonable for here. You're in 5th place currently. Tell everybody while you can. Alright. That's our ratings. So let's go back. Well, it would be the wheel. Let's go to another audience member submission to this competition. This all set up. Let's check out Holocena. I'm pretty confident we can get through it cleanly. It's had its editing. But if we bail, well, it'll probably be obvious why. Let me set the card up. Well, these are long old competitions. This is from the year 2000. Spring 2000, 24 hours of ZZT competition. Ancient games. Holocena. My fish and egg. Let's see here. How's the music sound in this one? Because I think the music in this one is another banger. I think this is one of those games pioneering the technique of just typing words into the play command and seeing what comes out, and no matter what it sounds like, saying that's the music now. think my notes for this game might have, like, a good example. Nope, it doesn't. Alright, Holocena, 1.370245759 by team number 2. Also under the Eagle Rock Interactive banner. It's basically that, Joseph, exactly. Alright, I can only deal with that music for so long, and there's probably going to be more of it. Info, is this actually set up? Okay, let's get ready to read. This game was made without Fish and Ig together IRL, which made it suckier, and also we wasted a lot of time because we have GMT, which means the 24 hours of ZZT starts at midnight, and we needed sleep. That's a bit rough for the Europeans out there. Also, the clocks changed on that night, so we got one less hour of sleep. I thought the entire point of GMT was that it was constant. Grah. We still tried very, very, very hard, and this is what we came out with. We put much effort into this, yes. And yes, it sucks more than the original, probably, but we know that already. The end. Why the hell was GMT the one people always used back in the day before they finally just said, like, hey, maybe we should go with UTC specifically? Weird. That seems like it defeats the purpose. Verdets, Draco and Blue Magus and Rob Pratt and Viovis for the toolkits. Yay, sirs. Us for making it. Yeah, says Fish. Gipface for hosting it, and also having a whole pop brick to himself. Go to hell, Gip, says Fish. Damn, and Jeff K. We're thanking Jeff K. for being God. All the Me Falls Overers are the new MFOers for being Lee. Like Jeff K. In particular, Dorito and Herc and Ibuki and Fish and Ig and Vertigo for being the most loyal ops, with Boko and Xamanos and Rat and everyone coming close. Also, Dakuwan and Roasty and Shadow Angel for being non-ZZ tiers, but still leet. Dakuwan is leet. This is such an era. Pam was a mod of a mud we were playing at the time. We presumed she was very large because she spent all her time on the mud. I remember there being some mud game that the ZZT community was, like, into. I can't for the life of me remember what it was, because I never played it. So Team Nintendo, Team Saiyans, and Team Asian for being so stupid that they thought we all joined forces with a non-existent team called Team Pandas. The end. Yours? Oh man, there's going to be a lot of credits here. The Flame Games, Icosoft, Paranoid Incorporated, Large Orange Lump for being good when I was in them, and for being good when I said, oi, I quit. Even more thanks to everyone at ERI for letting me in. Many thanks to MTV UK for playing Tonight Tonight by the Smashing Pumpkins while I was writing this. I like the MTV UK now. That's a good music video. The end. It was one of my faves as a kid. For more music, there's also a mini game, and actually, hang on, I like pies. Many thanks to the following phrases. Yay, sirs, panda, I like pies. Many thanks to these dead phrases. Yay, sirs, oh dear, oh dree, fall over. No thanks to these non-existent phrases. Got the bug forth, all the pity, Hawaii yo, punches, garar. In the end, I like the non-existent phrases. There's definitely a sense of humor to this one. Let's try the music first, because I think the minigame does kick us out of the game entirely. Oh yeah, if we look at like these song names, I gotta do my best to pronounce them. It's an uphill battle. Also, let me turn on a light in here. I just realized I'm sitting in the dark. ZZTers were frequently ahead of the curve, hence this music being copyright 2023. Good job, Fish. Alright, brace yourselves for some music. Oh, I was worried there was going to be more. You know, we're probably going to hear these in the game. Oh, there's no exit here, though. So let's listen to the Cabbage song, and then we'll go back to the menu. Beautiful music. And of course, you know, oh, come on, Kev Edit. You were showing before. You never want to show. Why is Kev Edit so shy? And of course, you know, just case in point, here's the Cabbage song. Cabbage, come on now, sing along. Cabbage, do it now and wear a thong. Cabbage, no, you can't go wrong. Cabbage, bong dong, long kong, pong, song, tong. That's how you compose. And that's what you get when you compose like that. Let's try our hand here at the mini game. We'll get there eventually. Who has the pie? This board is topic compliant, kids. You have 20 seconds to find the object with the pie. There isn't... Well, I mean, there's no time limit, but... presumably one of these guys is ticking down. Give me a clue. Funky. I have the pie. Well done. I hid myself well, didn't I? Lol. It's got 2 games in 1, so it's gotta score well. Okay. It's finally time to start the game. And enter this wonderful world. Which is actually a direct sequel to a game that I didn't play on stream, but there was a refrigerator, and zombies, and I think a net split, or the net split is in this one. It's a community game, of course. We left off from last time with you falling into a refrigerator. Yay, sirs. You were knocked unconscious from the pies, and your brain froze over while you were in there. Oh dear? I like your pies. That's right, oh dear is dead, they say. You wake up on March 25th, 2000. Is that the contest date? I've got that written down. Yes, it is. To find everything is a little different again. You get out of the fridge and walk into the portal behind the fridge into the magical world of the improvised mind. Panda. This is what we were on about for like a decade. The stars are under copyright. I think this is a Pokemon room down here. We've got this nice central hub. We're floating around in space. Cool platforms. Here's the edible pot brick. Certain flavor. Add hot water and stir. Does anybody know where the term pot brick originated? Because this also shows up in a couple of other games by other authors. Is it just an invention of ZZT, or like, I mean, I know that as ramen, but like, how did this become a thing? Brick of noodles go in a pot. Okay, so it's a brick of pot. instead of a brick of noodles. Okay, understood. And now it all makes sense. Ah, the full lore. Okay. Yes, do let us know. I'm Prawn, thy noodle of the pot brick. Yea, sirs. I am a musical prawn. Yeah, see, we'll get all the tunes, I'm sure. Panda. Now I shall play a musical note for each of the following options. You must spell out what Ixel smells faintly of. Oh, I think we may have spoiled this by looking at the cabbage song. Let's see. OG's story here. I said I liked pot noodles. Fish said he didn't like them because it was just a brick of noodles. We started calling them pot bricks. There we have it. I like pies. Okay, but even if I'm trying to spell cabbage, panda? No, sir, that is wrong. Boingy? Alright, we're gonna bust out the cheats. I like pies. Yay, sirs. Panda. Panda again then? Yeah, okay, this would be... Okay, so it is consistent. Get the cabbage here. Boingy. These... Oh dear. Cabbage! Yes, you were right, lol. Yay, sirs. You can go through now. Like pies. We've made it. We've gotten through the edible pot brick. And now we can enter Pie Land. Copyright. I like that we can see the little blend in the corner. Just pulled out of a toolkit so we can draw these colors on the board. Game predicted designer. I'm a pie. Pies are good. Pies are round. Don't like the pies. I like pies. You like the pies. I don't like you then. Alright, that guy's suspicious. What's everybody else got? We all like pies. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Pies by pies. I can fix your pies. Well... Panda. Clearly we should be rejecting this guy. Panda? I'm upset. I will sned you out of here. Ha 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 ha. Oops, sorry, I got stuck in the door. I think this counts as on topic. There's been a lot of food, actually. And it's got, like, 3D effects on the other side of the pot brick. Is this path just like a Mobius strip? Pokemon building. Pokemon World. Here are the Pokemon. With the graphics elite. So this is interesting, because this is just stealing somebody's Pokemon game that I guess everybody made fun of, but like, I don't think we have this one anymore. So I think this is all that currently remains of this one. It may be slightly vandalized. Collect the ammos. You played the SNES. It is Mario. He is super and big. He can shoot fireballs too, which I think is the lead. I always wanted to shoot the fireballs. Oh no, I lost. I don't know. We're loaded up on Leet Speak. We were thanking Jeff K in the credits. Mom just tells us to fuck off. Alright. Go up. Did we see... We saw in the violence competition there was a Skepti Soft game. And it looked better than this. I don't think of this as Skepti, but it may be a friend of Skepti who wanted Teen Priest 2 to be banned as well. What are you doing? Plowing the fields? How about I plow your mother, says Gary. Oh, a Dink Smallwood reference. Dang. We got all the references here today. So it's only available in part 2. Now the thing that worries me is that this is a lot like what my Pokemon games looked like at this time. So it's probably for the best for me that I never published them back then. Okay, I do have ammo. For the zombies, okay. Not what I was expecting to be fighting in Viridian City. Seems like we need quite a lot of keys. Zombies, zombies, zombies. Gym is closed. We'll go to the Pokemon Center. Hint, you better get all the gems, or I will have wasted my programming abilities and I won't like you. We can see what made the ZZT community tick a bit. That's all the gems I'm getting. Go to the gym now. It is satisfying lawn mowing. Ah, okay. Move the boulder with strength or call people campers. Yes. Into the gym. Oh, that's cute. It actually turns into a pushable boulder. Alright, we'll use our intelligence to solve this puzzle. Solve this puzzle. Can I shoot these? No. Oh wow, okay, I didn't think those were gonna go away. These ones aren't, is the problem. Okay, we fighting Giovanni here, or like, let's... What are we doing here? You will never defeat me. Prepare to meet your ultimate match. Oh. Send out Blastoise, send out Venusaur, send out Raichu, send out Charizard. We got quite the party. Yes. This is one goddamn huge and pointless object that I can't be bothered to edit all of this crap. It's like 14 pages of crap for a 2-choice object. So look out for caps. Caps are always good. Yeah, I remember. Oh, yeah, okay. So we can see there's okays, there's Raichu, and there's bad. Charizard is bad. I can't believe it. I'm gonna go send out Raichu. Giovanni sends out Mewtwo. Raichu is scared of Mewtwo. Giovanni easily beats your Pokemon. You have lost. Game over? Good, not game over. There's no way I'm gonna actually need this ammo. This is ammo for a different game. And I know that this section is not gonna be this long. I picked Squirtle as a kid, so let's send out Blastoise. Giovanni sends out Mewtwo. Mewtwo Psychic. Ash is Skolin. Cool, okay. Oh! Oh no, he just took a while to respond. Okay, yeah, Charizard. Charizard for Charbomber, why not? Fire Spin. Okay. Fire Spin. Oh, it worked! Charizard uses Fire Spin. Mewtwo has fainted. You have won! Giovanni says, you have won! I hope that's unedited dialogue. It's not in all caps. So presumably... That's on me for doubting Charizard. Especially in the year 2000. I don't have a key, though. Ah, okay, the badge. May I have it? Okay. Anyway, back to the original context. There was a pot brick, an edible pot brick, and we went to Pie Land. The Pokemon part, not so much. And there was cabbage. There was a pie mini game, like. No reason to dock points has been found yet. I've yet to see any issues with this one. Can't talk to these smiley faces. I'm assuming oh! Well, I'll hold on to that. Oh, it's Parasite. I see. Okay. Now we've got a new target to pick on. How'd you get past my door puzzle? I like pie. Yeah, no, I will also never hear edible pop brick and think of ramen. Hi, I'm Parasite. I'm much better. Maybe Parasite did the Pokemon game, actually. That's possible? Much better at... oh, shading now. Really, I mixed 2 colors with my 7-color toolkit. The other day, I am much better than you. I'm a midbee now. Midbee is the funniest term. Even without how mid has become its own thing. And Team Priest 2 will be banned. See, can you bubble your friend now? Do you want to be inherit? See, like, I'm getting words, but I'm certainly not getting meaning out of a lot of this. Yay, sirs. Wow, okay. Sir, what do you want to say? I will message you every day for the next 10 weeks if you don't tell me now. Goals, I have mushroom hair. Oh, like a mushroom haircut? As was the style at the time? Thanks, Parasite. We've got shading. Harry was his webcomic where he kept asking ZZTers if they wanted to be in it. This is all, like, technically within my time, but, like, I'm 11 years old, and I'm not super involved in the community, and it's for the best, because I would have ended up being the target of one of these, I think. Skip face flavor. And egotism and stir. Dang, okay, we're coming for the judges now. Here's the Vision Tech color kit. We got colors, nasty bad guy, advanced bad guy, and shading blue to red and green to brown. Good stuff. Only to be used by hyper-intelligent members of Vision Tech. I don't remember Vision Tech, but I have a feeling it's probably these folks' company. I don't think it's actually recorded. I don't think we have any games credited. Oh, no, yes we do. Did I just... oh, it's 2 words on the museum. I see. Yes, there's 3 games credited to them on the museum. 2 of them are Kakeros's, so... hey, wait! Actually, all that ammo in Viridian City came in handy after all. I would assume we have to talk to somebody here? Or perhaps not. Do we just go out the way we came in? I guess we go out the way we came in. He faces a fool, because he got first place for Must Not Kill, the previous contest's winning entry, which was really crappy. And he beat Holocena, and Simi falls over in the both 24 hours of ZZT. But we like Ipface, etc., etc. Another hit tune. Our Cartman. Hi, I am a judge, but I'm actually some newbie who nobody's ever heard of. I'm probably a Megazooser, actually. Oh god. Bye. Great. Haven't actually made a real game yet, but don't worry, I'm still your god. Like pies? Yay. Worship him? You guys are laying because you didn't make a game about Pokemon. Oh, maybe was that Pokemon game Gip Faces? Perhaps? Boy, the amount of like community drama we can just vaguely touch on here. Aha, you said panda. I am your god, but can I have ops? MFO now, please? Don't ask for ops. I guess again, well, there's also this. Okay, now this stuff is a little bit more recognizable. Must not panda. This also explains all of Will's games with like panda in the title. Panda game with a panda attitude. Press panda to play. The music seems to have... Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, here's Must Not Panda. And the penis joke. Alright, so this is... Yeah, Fortunately, I remember the rules of this, except now it just says panda a couple of times instead. Since you can't kill pandering the enemy as your next best shot. Chuck a testicle instead of a rock, why not? Alright, let's get ready to panda. I think this was the correct option. Yes. Okay, we're gonna do a whole dang battle here. So what I'm remembering here is if we take the bad ending, the bad passage here, then we do get into stuff in this game that I don't want on stream. But I believe the strategy in this is just keep insulting until you have to, I guess, X-rated panda in this case. Then yeah, because my gang's morale is low, so I have to win their morale back by throwing stuff. I think it has to go down to none and not very low. Yeah, okay. And now we can panda out. And you can see that like the characters are a bit weird because we don't have the font from Must Not Kill applied for obvious reasons. Oh no, that's chicken out. That's not go. My bad. We got a super panda kill. You'd be surprised. I don't think it's necessarily... Yeah, well, we don't need to get into it. Oops, I don't need to keep doing that either. You know, is one thing when it's just like, hey, your games suck. Some of it gets a bit too personal. Super panda kill. Your panda successfully clobbers Amy. The other members of his gang join in. Panda. Alright, we did it. And now we're in the sky. I pressed up. You can't go down. Down is bad for your pies. It's a good sky. It suddenly feels like more effort in this one. I can't go... Okay, I pressed left, so I think it's just kind of like flipped. What if I press down? Okay, you can go up, but only once. Damn panda. Well done. You are clever pandas. Pam will bless you with her stomach. Yay. I must send you back to the real world now. Have fun, fish and egg. Is this like a title screen parody? It's got that kind of design to it. Lestrade High Street was the home of Woolworths and B&Q and 1632 systems. Oh no, they are dead. Anyways, visioning, leave her, so you must not disrespect us now. Did we get that? I feel like I remember not wanting to touch that sign, but I might be wrong. Okay, we're gonna buy a CD. Get your Ronan Keating CD here. Counters contain women's, and there's customers. Here's Igzel's sister. Hi. Great. A rat who goes slurp. Panda. Let's get the CD. As soon as Fish and Egg pick up the CD, Ronan Keating materializes near them, startled and alarmed that someone was looking at his CD. I'll get you, but I can't restart. I'm guessing that means, yeah. First time I met Fish, I went to Woolworths to buy a Ronan Keating CD for my sister while going back to my house, and now this moment has been immortalized. I guess I have to shoot him. Uni weapons cannot harm me. Seems legit. Got 2 GCSs. Okay. We want Zamros, say the women. The door's open, so... why not? The original Holocena. Don't fall down the hole. Oh, we can fly. Despite this perspective. The only thing we can do is fall down the hole, despite being very much warned against it. Thank you for playing our game. There are 2 secret boards. Can you find them? We won't be finding them. We like pies. We hope you enjoyed yourself. Don't forget, judges, Holocena 1.490381290 is non-linear. They'll play it 3 million-ish times to see all the bits. Especially you, R. Cartman, and you, Gipface. The music is getting a bit harsh. We did it, folks. We got through a Holocena game. On stream. They said it couldn't be done. Anyway. What did people think of this? What did the community, what did Art Carmen and Gipface make of all this? Make sure these numbers line up. H 1383890. Mixed. Gipface here. Okay. Blah. This was worse than the original Holocena. All sequels seem to suck more than the originals. Anyway, most of the boards you ripped off and then modified. I could disqualify you for that. But you made a pop brick for me, so I am happy. That's good. 4.5 out of 10. No hard feelings. Dark Mage? Well, I guess it had a couple of good points. But the newbie speak was rather annoying. Oh, I got bad news for you. As was the anti-Gipface stuff. Erase the hate. Increase the peace. 5 out of 10. Kev? 0. Enough said. Knight? Almost completely off topic. Boards stolen from a newbie's game, and a bunch of stupid humor. 1 point for the graphics. 1 out of 10. And Chuck here, with probably his highest score yet, 7 out of 10. Living up to your standards. sounds like a backhanded compliment, but the score of 7 kind of suggests otherwise to me. Overall, 3.5 out of 10, 23rd place. Not quite the bottom, but a bit down there. And so we've seen it. So, when you're playing a ZZT game from the 2000s and you see Yay Sirs and Oh Dear and I Like Pies and Pop Bricks, now you understand why. But there are probably many things you still don't understand. Self included. What a treat. Alright, after that one, I think I need to get a break in here. Hey Kairos, if you're still around after the break, I'd be happy to play your game specifically. If not, I'll go back to the wheel and we'll spin up something random. We'll be back in a few minutes. Stick around. Alright, welcome back everybody. I have once again forgotten to do my own rating, so I'm going to do that now. Quickly, while there's still time. Where do I put Holocena on this list? It's a weird one. It's hard to say. I gotta be honest. I was not in deep enough into the community of this era for the fish egg speak kind of stuff to really land with me. I was mostly confused by it back then. But I just understood that sometimes you type Yay Sirs or Oh Dear. Kind of accepted that. Didn't do a lot, frankly. A cool time capsule. We got into a lot of stuff there. We've accidentally preserved a Pokemon fan game. Non-zero chance that, the game made the author want to take the game off the archives, and that's why it's lost in the first place, but, you win some, you lose some. It's more substantial than Gay Denny's, so the music is worse. The game about gaining weight to lose weight. I mean, that one was dumb, but a lot more on topic, I feel. I don't think the topic influenced Holocena very much. Aside from maybe the pies. I would honestly probably put it between here. Feed Me is about as far up as I'm willing to look. And that, too, was a coherent game, if not a particularly great one. I think Holocena in 2026 is a bit harder to appreciate. Even though its legacy certainly influenced quite a lot of stuff in its time. I'll put it above Gay Denny's. I think we'll leave it there. Okay. Now we can move on to our next game, which I should probably find the file name of. Understood. It is Attack of the Killer Food by Ben Weatherby, Theta14, and Kakaros, forming the team Bro Spammies. The art for this is fantastic. I've been using the tomato on the schedule for the preview image for good reason. And I guess it's not going to just be killer tomatoes. Very creative, Theta and Ben W. Let's see what ideas they came up with. This is the strangest game you will ever play. You don't know what game I just played. And most likely the only game about really, really weird foods. To begin, we zoom in on the food in the house of an ideal American family, the kind with a big house. Ideal size, shown here. I think there might in fact be one good Kakaros joke in here, and Ben's art is Chef Kiss. Okay, that's who we have to thank. Look at how round that Earth is. They don't make them that round usually. Oh, I still have the music off. Actually, hang on. What's their title screen music? I don't want to miss out on that. Nah, we're good. We're good. The 3 millionth and some floor. Gray Bradley is opening his morning can of Spam. A trendsetter with the pink hair. He grabs his hands, pulls him in, and eats him alive. Trendsetter with those Jenko jeans. Soon everyone in the Bradley house is eaten up by a food item. Your mission is to find out what caused the food to do this. Will we be stopping it? Or are we just going to figure out what's going on? You are an officer of the Food Patrol. It's hard work, but it pays well. And it's not every lifetime you get to see a sandwich eat a girl, or a taco eat the chihuahua. I love this tough dude. I'm so glad this is who we are. Is that hair or a helmet? I'm assuming it's a helmet. But if we've got the hot pink hair, there's no reason we can't have, like, the neon blue either. The belt is also, like, a really nice touch. Good beefy dude. Well, here we are. On a hunch, you decide first to look at the supermarket. You, of course, have your trusty Beretta M9 along with you. Hang on, that sentence broke. You have your trusty Beretta along with 60 rounds with you. We've got a gun. We're on the food patrol. Of course we have a gun. One house, one supermarket. Man, imagine living that close. It might actually be annoying if it's that close. Nice backgrounds here, though, for this town. It's a good-looking game so far. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, is this blood or tomato juice we're dealing with here? Oh, they dodged that bullet real good. As you kill the last little tomato, a huge pumpkin-sized tomato leaps off a shelf. Enter the password. Well, hang on. I gotta investigate the dead guy. The dead guy in a puddle of tomato juice. Is this game non-violent in the traditional sense? Is it all tomato juice? The bitey tomato. Alright, let's see how an RPG battle is done. Maybe. Here's the rules. You are in a standard ZZT RPG fight, so you have two weapons, one that can't miss but it's weak, and a stronger one with 50% accuracy. Classic. No more rules, just defeat that boss. We got the active time battle going, aka the wait very patiently for a meter to fill because there's nothing else to do. Well, I guess it's violent but not gory. Let's punch a tomato. Ooh, I like that animation. Hang on, I want to see that again. I gotta pay attention to the right side of the screen. I was looking at the health instead. How? That's cute. Alright. So far, so good. I'm going to kill this tomato with my gun. Oh, we're taking advantage of the water. That's fun, too. That bullet's actually kind of, you know, go towards his face. I don't think it took any ammo when I used my gun in the battle. It's convenient for me. I'm not surprised that that got patented. I'm sure that's got to be expired by now, because isn't that like Final Fantasy like 4 era? I mean, at this point, I think anything from the 90s would be fair game. Alright, punch tomato. Okay, yeah, we're not spending ammo when we fire our gun in here. This is getting a bit drawn out, but it doesn't seem like it's going to last too much longer, which is good. Well, never mind. I could always miss. That's right. It's only 50% accurate. Always just insist on these long, drawn-out RPG battles. Alright, you defeat the tomato. Go to the passage to your right. Oh. Oh man, it had a second attack this whole time. We almost didn't get to see the tomato juice attack. Nasty. Here's the picture that I've been going with. This is great. Eep. Please don't hurt/eat me. You dumb tomato. Going killing people. That's not cool. I was on drugs, man. Oh. Who put you on drugs? That old lady who's in the apartment next to yours. How do you know where I live? That's a different story. Right. Thanks. The tomato gleefully hops away, singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. We're really building up the scene here. It's a really good tomato. Nice perspective here, too. A looming apartment building that would probably be more imposing if it wasn't like my house, apparently, also. Recap the plot. Oh no, I'm sorry, this is not the apartment building. This is the typical American family home. To recap, the Bradleys were eaten alive in their own home and by their own foods. A can of Spam and celery with some really big attitude behind it. You are one of the food patrol in the air. Why are we recapping this? It was like 5 minutes ago. The RPG battle wasn't that drawn out. Us must go and check it out. Before you do, you stop by the supermarket. Yeah, we did this. Trials of the former Bradley home. This seems weirdly unnecessary. It is a pretty good looking game. Although I guess we gotta consider that this is a 3-man effort for these 24 hours. So if somebody's job is just like make the board look nicer when the board is otherwise done, they've got the manpower for that. Interior's a bit sparse. They got the house, but not the furniture. You enter the elevator. You see a big evil can of Spam. Get ready to kick Spam. More RPGs then? Yeah. That's the Spam, alright. Alright. Repeating the intro just in case you forgot. And now, let's wait for a meter to fill. There's not going to be any new attacks. I'm sure there's no new animations. Well, I guess maybe the Spam attack might be different. Oh, yeah, Spam accumulates around the room. So there is something new. But we did 1 damage, and we're probably going to have to see that attack like 5 times. Spam snaps you. Okay, no, I should keep my mouth shut. We're trying to put some variety in here. The snap animation is pretty clever. I just feel like this time meter should be cut in half, and probably both of our health meters. But we're certainly having fun with the theme. Making a cool looking game. Oh, 50% is... The thing about 50% is that like half the time it's great, but ooh, the other half. I feel like punching is is like the correct play in the long term. I don't know, this guy does some damage. Wait, am I actually trapped in here? Is there an invisible object, or is there no object at all? Okay, there is an invisible object. I'm gonna die, though. Here's what we're at. Here's how I'm gonna survive this. I'm gonna bump into some invisible walls for sure, yeah. Oh, nope. Too slow. The spam eats you. Trans station, endgame. Hang on, we can see the message, and then I can load my save. Okay, you defeated the spam. That's all there is to it. And now I can just zap through the wall. And now we didn't miss anything. Carrots? They did mention celery. Why are we recapping the story again? After defeating the can of spam, yeah, it just happened. I mean, it didn't, I died. You realize the rumble has crumbled. That's a fun phrase. The entire skyscraper. The elevator falls into the remains of the basement. You notice tons of pizza lying around. It begins to stir and you get nervous. Why is it that every food in this place wants human flesh? No time for the spell check, though. Alright, this pizza ain't shit. Thank goodness for the tomato sauce, though. Much easier to keep a PG rating. What? Is this... When was Voyage of 4? That one is... not released until 2001. Okay. I'm just immediately thinking of the game where you have to shove a guy, and it's this 1-to-6 meter. And now I'm very curious if that's what we're gonna do here. Apparently the Bradleys had a little fire escape tunnel in their basement. It too took their basement? I would go through the front door. The ground floor is how I would leave the burning building, but the secret escape tunnel might be useful, maybe, I guess. It too took damage from the collapse, and by the time they were gone, the foods had gathered into one whole monster. You must time it just right to make the jump. Okay, aka get a 6. If you don't, it's bye-bye birdies. So it is basically the shoving game in Voyage of 4. Is this a coincidence, or did Will know this? That was a pretty easy timing challenge. Yay, you made the jump. Good for you. Potato or peanut? Evil either way. Suddenly, you see before you a giant peanut. You coolly raise your gun, and then coolly realize that it's out of ammo. You coolly turn your tail and run. Does that mean not an RPG battle? Ooh, it means something different. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, another minigame. You control the smiley and have to avoid walls in the tunnel that you are running away from. Left and right, move you left and right. Good luck, timer starts now. I'm seeing 300 torches here. Well, let's see how quick they deplete. Oh, this is gonna take a minute. They move pretty slowly. Get ready for the duplicator noise to play a couple of times. It is a big potato. I had a baked potato with dinner last night, so I'm not scared. This isn't doing enough to make it feel like I'm moving, like forward. This feels like I'm standing in a hallway and letting things pass me. And again, the timer is just slow. I wonder if the judges will complain about that, or if it's just me. What happens if we get hit? Is it just instant game over? Okay, we just get knocked back closer to the enemy. Oh. Wow, what's schemey? Oh, I didn't mean to get hit there. Let me try actually getting purposely hit and seeing what's our game over message here. Okay, it's just torture. No, it doesn't seem to care. I think this may be another case of one of these games where you can't actually die. Surprisingly common, from what I've seen. Okay, we win. Well, you stopped the killer foods from eating us all. Did I? I just ran away from a giant potato. The giant potato is still there. Good for you. Listen, why are you still reading? There's a credits board waiting. So get with it, Spammy. Oh, I never set the title card. Oops. A touch late. Ah, well. Killer Foods, the end. Classy looking the end there. Main game and some art by Ben. Side scenes and some art by Gigeros. Minigames by Theta. With apologies to the Brady Bunch, Skyscraper Architects, Spam, your local supermarket, tomatoes, tacos, sandwiches, corny horror movies. We of Bro Spammy's team would like to thank you for playing. Bye. Disclaimer to tomatoes. Oh, hang on. None of that was real tomato juice. It was just human blood. No tomatoes were harmed in the making of this game. A watermelon got sick, and somebody shot an orange, but that's it. Good joke to end on. No game over. Why do people insist on not ending the game? Alright. I don't think there's anything on the other boards. Nah, we've seen everything, it looks like. Alright. What did the judges make of this one? Gigeros seems to be a bit disappointed, worse than I remember. But the judges? I thought that was okay. Slower than it needed to be. One of these days. There we go. Oh. Apparently the judges just went home, and some of them didn't judge it at all. Oh, this is actually interesting. Okay, well. Giveface says, sweet. Except just like in the Ruffian Revolution, the engines were too slow. I had to jack up the speed to make this game fun. That could help. Otherwise, kick-ass stuff in everything, except the abrupt end. 8.1 out of 10. Dark Age says, the graphics were excellent all throughout the game, excluding maybe one board. And though the two RPG battles were slightly tedious, the variety of gameplay modes, the minigames, make up for it. 8.5 out of 10. And Kevin Chuck refused to judge. It was submitted a day late. How did you get away with that? Was it just honor system that you didn't work on it? Because, like, 24 hours late to a 24-hour event does give you a bit of extra time in theory. Knight says, whoa, definitely cool. Would have been an 8. But with 3 people on a team, you'd expect neat stuff like this. Would make a great full game. Person. Someone wrote a manifesto where literally one of the drive-by points was that this should have been disqualified. That's very funny. I mean, yeah, like, nothing about this game screams like, you definitely took 2 days to work on this, all three of you. It's one of those things where, yeah, Karen's reputation wasn't necessarily cool kid, but it was honest kid. I can understand why they would and why they also wouldn't, but guess what? It probably did your game's favors, because you managed to not get a ranking from Chuck, which is pretty much just going to boost everybody's average. Everybody else seems to have enjoyed it. Average score, 787, second place. I could see that also causing a bit of drama. It's like, yeah, not only we let this game in late, and it got second place. Very interesting. Huh. I'm glad we got that story out. Alright, as for me, I found it pretty enjoyable. Slower than it needed to be, and recapped more than it needed to, but topic was appropriate. I really liked the art, and, you know, it really worked the food theme in there by having pictures of giant tomatoes and potatoes. Tried to incorporate a few touches of gameplay. You had a little bit of classic action, you had the RPG engine, and some variety there. Good backgrounds. Like one of the judges noted, for 3 people, nothing there is like shockingly good. Even if you were a day late and had another whole 24 hours to work on this. But I think that's enough to make it pretty solid. I don't think it's going to get second place from me. But looking at it, honestly, I think well, I don't know. It feels more complete than Taste of Flesh. No, yeah, it's better than Comida Dudes. That game's kind of a buggy mess. It tried one thing that was different, and it was cool that it did that. But right now, this is a nice, simple, playable, functional, and nice looking game. A good touch of humor. So right now, it's going to be in third. If there's any life lesson in simply remembering to turn in one's homework, I think I learned it as much from this competition as anything else. I do know that these contests generally had some leeway for when you submitted, but I feel like it was the kind of thing where it's just like you've got like 1 hour to submit when the time limit is up. Like a short period of time like that, or like maybe at best it's like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up and check my email, and anything that is in the email is in the contest, anything that isn't is not. It was not something particularly reliable. You would not want to try and like take advantage of the submission time. But no, that was pretty solid. I can't believe that's why it has missing scores. That's very funny. I'm glad to have that answered, because I think that's the only one that like wasn't judged in full. Let me look. I still got my spreadsheet open here. There's one other game? No, Fatso also had missing scores. This doesn't list the judges here. 3 and 5. Sorry, let me bring up your scores again real quick. The Killer FD. It was the 3rd and 5th judge in this list, right? That's gonna map 1-to-1. Oh, I don't think they're gonna. Yeah. Yeah, 3 and 5. Kevin Chuck. Kevin Chuck also abstained from. Oh, actually, there's a few. They also skipped Benko's game that we haven't seen yet. They skipped Fatso in 3D. And they skipped a game called Chocolate Milk, which we haven't. Well, no, that's actually a different one. There's different judges that skipped that. Weird. Oh, that one is actually flagged as being disqualified. Fair enough. That's why they didn't judge that one. Alright, well, you got away with it. And look what happens. Now, like 25 years later, we're so lax with our deadlines. We're like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you don't have 2.5 hours of free time? Well, just work on it in like hour chunks. Whenever. It's fine. And you know what it's got us? Just some neat games. Alright, well, what a very educational and informative stream today was. We learned a lot, I think. We got to see Holocena and its bizarre influence on community culture. We got to see Attack of the Killer Food, a very round tomato with teeth, and learn why its judging is incomplete. We got to see Will's Food. We got to learn about the missing D. And we got to learn about pies and pandas. Well, let's go out there and have some ramen for lunch, everyone. Alright, that is going to do it then for today. We will be back again on Friday, where there is currently a poll over on the Discord for which of 2 games to play. Our choices for Friday, continuing our theme of just some of nothing but bangers for the museum's 10th anniversary this month. We have a poll going up right now between Kudzu by Plism and Anna by Benko. Both are some like really interesting puzzle games. Some really cool aesthetics to them. They're going head to head here for a reason. Right now it's pretty even. Anna is ahead by just 1 vote. So if you're interested in tilting the odds in favor of either, take a look at the announcements channel over on the Discord, which you can get to at museumofzzt.com/discord. Can I just get a link? Do I have the bot? Will the bot just do this? Ye old fans. Yeah, there you go. If you want to join the Discord, please do. We'd be happy to have you. After that, we'll be back again on Sunday at noon as well, where we will return to the wheel, as I don't think we have any other games by folks who may or may not be able to make the stream, except for me, but if I don't make the stream, then I don't think my game is getting streamed. So there'll be more 24 hours to go then, and something really cool on Friday. Both of those games are honestly some of the finest. So thank you all for watching, hope you all had fun, and hope to see you all next time.